My name is Erin Bury, and I'm the co-founder and CEO at Willful. A few years ago, my co-founder Kevin's uncle passed away unexpectedly, leaving his family scrambling to execute his wishes while grieving. Despite the fact that he had been married for over 40 years, Kevin's uncle had never discussed end-of-life planning with his wife or family, so they were left with unanswered questions and a messy estate to navigate. Like Kevin, most of us will have to wrap up a loved one's life at some point, but most of us don't have an estate plan in place to make that a smooth process. In fact, 2/3 of us don't have an up-to-date will, and 2/3 of parents with minor children, the group that needs them most, don't have an up-to-date will. Wills dictate who gets our assets and who takes care of minor children and pets when we pass away. And not having one results in the courts making those decisions for us. Not to mention, it results in families arguing and money and time wasted on taxes and legal fees. That's why we built Willful. We're using software and an educational, user-friendly brand to make it easy, affordable, and convenient to create a legally binding will online from the comfort of your own home for a fraction of the price of visiting a lawyer. Think of our platform like the TurboTax for estate planning. We work with estate lawyers in each of our provinces to create our legal content from the ground up. Our customers then answer a series of questions about their unique life situation, and we take those answers and turn them into a customized document that they can print and sign, which is required by Canadian law, in less than 20 minutes for anywhere from $99 to $249, which is at least 4 to 5 times less than the cost of visiting a lawyer. And our customers love our product. Our dozens of 5-star Google reviews use words like easy and fantastic, with one of our customers calling the process unbelievably simple, and another saying that it was freeing to finally check this procrastinated to-do off of their list. And those reviews are part of why we've been growing quickly. We launched 2 years ago this week, and since then, we've created over 10,000 wills and power of attorney documents for customers across Canada, totaling almost $500,000 in revenue. And we've been growing 22% month over month since June of 2018. September was our best month ever, and we're on track to beat that in October, and over half of our revenue has come in the past 5 months. We're focused on expanding our markets through launching in new provinces. We expect to be live across most of Canada by the end of 2019, and in Quebec in early 2020. You have a different legal system, but we're working on it. We also have a ton of partnerships that help us expand our market, including with portfolio companies like Wealthsimple and Coho, with group benefits companies like League, and we're working on pilot projects with the biggest life insurance companies and financial institutions in the country that will get us in front of millions. We also know how to acquire customers profitably on our own, though, without those partnerships. Our blended customer acquisition cost is $40 on an average sale price of $210. And 75% of our customers come to us through organic channels, primarily organic search, word of mouth, and referrals from our top-tier media coverage. In fact, we're on the cover of Canadian Lawyer magazine this month. There are a whopping 16 million Canadian adults who don't have an up-to-date will. So the market for our platform is very big. If we can capture even 10% of those people, we'll be looking at a company that's worth over $200 million. But there's also a big international opportunity as well. We know we can easily expand to new markets because the barrier is low, and thanks to our marketing mix, we can become one of the top 3 players in an international market quite easily. But let's get back to Kevin's uncle for a second. When he passed away, his aunt was left to be the executor of his estate. Being an executor can be hundreds of hours of work, because a will is just the tip of the iceberg to closing up someone's life. And right now, there's no digital product that's making that process easier. So while we know we can increase our LTV through offers from B2B partners, and through an annual subscription that will allow people to store and make updates to their will for a fee, we see a bigger opportunity in creating an end-to-end platform for the people preparing for death and those who are putting those plans into action. And that's our vision for how we'll become a billion-dollar company. We have the right team in place to make it happen, a team of top engineers from firms like Wrangle and BitMaker, and I have a decade of operating startups and building consumer brands like Lyft, Foodora, and TELUS. We also have a team of legal advisors who build our legal content and build trust with our customers. We're halfway through our pre-seed round, and we hope that you'll join us to help us profitably scale. And there are 2 certainties in life, death and taxes. I can't tell you whether you're going to die tomorrow or whether you're going to live to be 100, but I can tell you that if you pass away without a will, you're leaving a mess for your family to clean up. We hope you'll join us in ensuring that all families are protected.
Judges, what do you got?
It's like the equivalent of an umbrella. Not quite an umbrella, but I appreciate it.
No, gentle.
I just have one question on the business model. Have you gotten pushback on the annual fee?
Sorry?
On the annual fee?
We haven't implemented it yet, but we have a similar company in the UK called Fairwill that has implemented that, and they haven't seen pushback, and they actually use it as a referral tool. So if you refer 3 or 4 family members or friends who don't have a will, they'll waive that fee. So we see it either as a way to increase LTV or as a way to increase word of mouth, which we know is already one of our most powerful acquisition tools. Great.
Can you talk in a little bit more detail about your CAC LTV and your unit economics?
Yep, yeah. What specifically do you want to know?
Maybe just walk through how it works from a revenue and...
Yep, so right now it's a one-time purchase of $99 to $249. After we implement that, on day 365, they'll pay a fee to store and make updates. Typically, you make about 3 to 5 changes in your lifetime, and so it's still less than visiting a lawyer to do that if you're one of our consumers. We'll also monetize through product recommendations, so we know you're going through major life events like having kids, buying a home. We'll target offers to you from people like Wealthsimple, and we're already doing that today. And then the next phase of that will be building out the other side of it, the tools for executors, which will open up a completely separate monetization strategy and audience, and will increase the LTV because they'll loop in their executors to be able to handle that when they pass away.
Why don't I help with that? What kind of LTV are you looking? The total number versus how much it costs you to acquire a customer?
Right, well today our LTV is about 210, so we see it being more around 1,000 on the actual consumer side, and then on the executor side, if we get into handling probate, it could be anywhere from 25 to 50K.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.